A busy week here at the nation's capital, and it caps off on Friday with the 52nd annual March for Life. This year's theme is Life While We March. And speakers include surfer Bethany Hamilton, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Lila and New Jersey Congressman Chris Smith, just to name a few. It is an exciting event attended by tens of thousands of people each year. But if you can't be here in D.C. in person, you can watch all of the excitement right here on EWTN. Our live coverage kicks off at 9:30 and it runs through 4 p.m. And joining us now to talk more about the March for Life and the importance of the event is Katie Glenn-Daniel. She is Director of Legal Affairs and Policy Counsel at Susan B. Anthony, Pro-Life America. Katie, great to be with you today. Let's talk about why the March for Life is so important, even now, more than 2 years after Roe versus Wade was overturned.
Well, the march is more important than ever because we know that even though nearly half of the states have protected unborn babies, half of the states haven't. And when you look at states like Illinois, California, and New York, there are 700,000 American babies each year who are still at risk of being aborted. So we have to keep marching because we have to continue to fight for those babies too.
Yeah, and Katie, we know that SBA Pro-Life America's mission is to end abortion by helping to get national leaders elected who will advocate for life. Tell us why that is so vital.
Well, first of all, because we as pro-lifers, the millions of us who are American pro-lifers, deserve a seat at the table. We need elected officials who represent us. But we also need elected officials who are willing to represent the babies, those who cannot speak for themselves. So as a Floridian, I'm grateful to Governor DeSantis for doing that for me and all Floridians. We are so fortunate to have the incoming administration who will give us that voice that we've been missing over the last 4 years in the Biden administration.
Yeah, and as you just mentioned, Governor Ron DeSantis, that is, he's going to be speaking, as well as Representative Chris Smith from New Jersey. Briefly tell us how they have been change makers on the state and federal levels and really played an integral role in the pro-life movement.
Well, these are two leaders who have never stopped fighting for unborn children and their mothers. If you look at someone like Congressman Smith, he has been here on the Hill for decades, leading the pro-life caucus, making sure that, especially when new freshmen come into Congress, they understand that there is a community of like-minded representatives who are fighting for unborn children and their moms. Nobody did more to protect babies in Florida than Governor Ron DeSantis. He barnstormed the state, fundraising, leading the messaging, and fighting back against the lies in the media and from the Democrats about Amendment 4. And we were successful. We were able to keep our heartbeat law in effect. So these are great voices to speak to the hundreds of thousands of Americans who will be out at the march this week to keep them motivated to fight for unborn babies and their moms.
Yeah, and while there have been tremendous strides, as we know, the fight for life is not over. Talk to us more about that and how SBA Pro-Life America is helping.
Well, first of all, we are so excited to have a new administration, a new Congress, where we can once again support moms and babies with our government. The Biden-Harris administration did everything they could to push abortion into the government and create programs that did not serve moms and certainly did not serve their children. So we're excited for a reset that we as pro-life Americans can fight for our neighbors and can speak to why life is so valuable.
And Katie, we are excited for the March for Life as well. Can't wait to see you there. And thank you so much for coming on. God bless.
Thank you.
And you can join us on Friday for all-day live coverage of the March for Life. We have reporters on the ground and special guests and special reports, as mentioned before, from 9:30 to 4 p.m. And you do not want to miss it. It's such a great event.